Hey, my fellow Geminis, welcome to a very special reading. This is what I call the person on your mind reading. So, this is a love reading. This is for those who may or probably not in contact with someone right now. You could still be in a relationship, but like things may be going weird or what have you. And for some of you, this is for, someone that you probably love that could have gone silent for whatever reason. So we're going to really dig into this and we're going to ask five very specific questions. We're going to look at their current feelings for you right now. We're going to look at their current view of you. Then we're going to look at what actions are they currently thinking of taking or potentially taking. Your current view of them, which is really important, and then the overall energy that's supporting this connection. I do feel like in these readings, I'm reading for soulmates, potentially twin flames, but definitely for soulmates. I don't feel like I'm reading for anyone who, is a narcissist or an abuser. That your guys would never suggest that. So just know that going in. This is for going to be for Gemini Sun, my fellow Gemini moons. I don't know. After the eclipse, we do have Mercury in retrograde, by the way, which is your ruling planet. And I'm also Virgo Sun, so doubly ruled by Mercury. I feel it. I definitely feel the retrograde. Um, so I'm sure some of you are too. But anyway, so what did I say? Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising. Of course, some of you here checking on a Gemini. Just know that you also receive messages. I read through my spirit guides. The cards are really just a tool to ignite my intuition or to open myself up to our spirit guides of the light. So let's go ahead and just get into this reading. So we're going to use three different decks. We're going to use Mother Mary for her words of wisdom, but I am going to take Mother Mary over the connections. So at the end of the reading, normally I do it at the beginning. So we'll put her right over there. And we're going to use the Gilded Tarot to go deeper. Um, and then for the main spread, or further questions, we're going to use the Psychic Tarot, a deck I just love for you, Gemini. Just love it for you. Everything's pre-shuffled, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shuffle or two for you. I did spend quite amount of time shuffling today. It just helps calm my mind. All right, let's give them a cut. Let's put them right there. Let's bring the lid down. It's funny, just real quick, I had someone comment that I moved this picture over here, and I did. I just tilted it just a little bit, and someone picked up on that, and she's a Virgo, and it makes sense because us Virgos, we're like that little psychic detective. But anyway, so I don't know why I just thought of that, but I did. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. So, what are their current feelings for you? Well, with the Star card, hope makes me feel like they're keeping hope alive. This could be someone who wants you more than you want them. Well, as I say that, hmm, it's funny. I'm like, as I say that, yes, some of you, they could want you more than you want them, but I feel like there was a reason behind that. So that'll probably come out. But this is about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, right? But bringing them into your reality. So, and it's also a card of Aquarius, by the way. So, great way to open up. Um, I love that when, they think about you, they think about hope, they think about their dreams. It makes me feel like this is someone who would definitely like to bring you back into their lives, or the two of you back into each other's lives. Hmm. All right, sorry about that. All right, so let's see what their current view of you is. Well, hello, marriage card. I mean, this is the commitment card. This is the connection. And by the way, I feel like, when I do a love reading, to me, this is the highest of love because everybody in there wants to be in there. It definitely makes me feel like someone is ready to make a commitment, and not just for the day, for the rest of your lives. Will it be? Well, I hope. But let's see. Do you even want it to be? I kind of feel like you wouldn't be here otherwise. Wow, what great energy they have towards you. So it's like they're not thinking anything negative. Now you may be like, well, but I am. Because I know something happened, right? Something happened where you're not together. But man, does everything feel like it wants to start moving that way? I definitely feel like this person is ready to make a commitment. I definitely feel like this person knows your value. And listen, this could be the energy where I feel sometimes breakups can really help us. And, of course, it doesn't feel good and all that, but sometimes the breakup is what allows me to really, and I'm not saying this for everyone, but for some people, it's like, oh, now I understand how much I love you, how much I miss you. All right, let's look at what actions, I mean, I don't know how we can beat this, but let's look at what actions they're currently thinking of taking or are taking. We have victory and success. Let me tell you what I feel this is. Because someone is sitting on up their platform. And I feel like, the action, we're looking at what current actions they're thinking of taking. So I feel like a discussion. Even though this is wands, I still feel like it is like a discussion. Like maybe each, it's interesting because like Sam and I got in a fight and I was like, we each need to take our own platform and speak. And then when it's your turn to speak. So, just bringing in my personal experiences because I feel like a lot of times they apply in these readings. Hmm. All right, well, let's see what your current view of them is. All right, I'll take it. Wisdom. This is the Hierophant. It is a five. So, potential change. I can't help but notice the six and five together, which is 11. And I'm saying that for some who may be a twin flame. I feel like if you're in a twin flame relationship, you already know that. And be careful because sometimes we can give someone a title of a twin flame and then end up giving them all of our energy thinking, wow, I've got to make this work. I feel like if a twin flame is made to, first of all, there can be very difficult lessons within a twin flame relationship. So anyone who thinks everything will be just like roses and smiles, because you are mirroring each other. Anyway, Carditaurus, um, your neighbor. This is about your belief system, your own truth. I feel like it makes me feel like you're ready. But let's see what the overall energy that's supporting this connection or these connections. Hmm. Three of Swords. Now, interesting, right? Because why would the Three of Swords be supporting this connection? I feel like what it's saying is these soulmates have gone through the Three of Swords, have gone through this heartache. And it's interesting because, and I don't say this a lot, but I feel like the breakup taught me more than the time we spent together. I definitely don't feel like it's saying that this connection is meant to be in the Three of Swords. I feel like it's meant to understand it. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have balance. Another number 11, by the way. Now we have 11, 11. Make a wish. We have the wish card. Balance could certainly represent a divorce, cutting of ties. But listen, whatever ties I cut within balance, this is the justice card. Whatever ties I cut, what it really does is it rebalances me, refocuses me. Justice in a love reading to me is about making you whole. Of course, some of you could have been married to this person, but I already know. I get this feeling I'm going to get some comments like, I'd never take that son of a bitch back. Then this reading is probably not for you. Not all readings are for everyone, but there could certainly be certain messages in here for you. Card of Libra, by the way. Let's see what's under it. Patience and planning. Seven of Pentacles. When I see the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like it's just something that's meant to be. In its due time. We could have picked that seed before it was ripe. And now we know that. You know what I mean? You probably don't know what I mean. I'm not even sure I know what I mean. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring in the Gilded Tarot. And we're going to go above it. And then we're going to go below it. And I do that because I feel like it gives us different perspectives. And that's really what I'm looking at. So, again, everything on their side, wow. Love. Hope. Hope of what? That the two of you can come back together. That the two of you can have a discussion. Look at this, Four of Wands. Healing over this relationship. First of all, here's the Three of Swords, but look at this. Healing over any broken heart. Healing of those broken pieces. There's one sword that we lie upon, and that's our own doing, our own making, our own self. But it's coming right above the Star card. I feel like this is talking about love that's being healed. It just feels powerful to me. It's almost like it's like your guides are saying, yes, we know that the Three Swords exist. We know that there was heartache and heartbreak. But we also know the potential of the two of you. We know the potential. Your soul knows your potential. So we're going to help heal this so that you can move forward if you so choose. Look at that, your spiritual team. It's like their spiritual team is blowing the trumpet at them. When judgment shows up, it's calling everyone to the present moment. It does say that there can be a rebirth. And how much do I love the judgment is following the Four of Swords, healing, rebirth. And my dreams, my signs, my wishes are all in the present moment. I feel like there's about to be a rebirth here of love. And then we have the King of Swords. So, could certainly be you. Another Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We have all three here. Well, we don't have your major arcana yet, but beyond that, let's forget the sign for a second. And because you know why? I felt like within the Six of Wands that this really isn't about discussion. I mean, that's not the meaning of the card, but I feel that. Like, I feel like we each speak and we each take our turn. And I do feel like the energy in here, first of all, is the energy of victory. So, it's like a dream coming true. Can it come true? Well, yes, it can. But I do feel like first and foremost, of course, we need to have a discussion. Of course, we need to figure this out. But I don't feel like there's no way the love died. No way. No way. Something just came in between, and it could have just been like, we were young, who could have been young and dumb type of energy. You don't know what you know until you know it. And then when you know it, you can't help, now you know it. So I really feel like the King of Swords is representing communication. And the King of Swords in the upright would be, to me, integrity, truth. So I do feel like someone is speaking their truth. All right, let's keep going. Let's go over the view of you, or your view of them. I'm sorry. Sometimes when you just read tarot, things can seem so simple, right? But we have to read between the lines. We have to understand that yes, there was a broken heart. And I do feel like two people's heart got broken. Now, probably one person, did the breaking up. But I feel like ultimately both ended up in that energy of the Three of Swords. Um, and then the healing aspect of it is probably the most important, right? I got to allow it to happen also. I got to allow it to heal, which means and I feel like that's why the five is here. Five is change. And I feel you know, like once we discuss and we figure this out, then I do feel like we need to let past be the past and start building, from this point on because you have the opportunity to build a very strong foundation. And listen, it doesn't matter if you were together before or not. Um, I still feel like the foundation needs to be strong. All right. We have, well, hello, Will. Destiny. So, I feel you must feel that this person is meant to be in your life. Now, doesn't have to be in your life, but does sit upon your wheel. And to me, that does represent soulmates. It also represents movement. And I kind of like that because it's coming over a five, which is again change. So it's like you're saying yes to this wheel. Okay, I'm going to jump aboard. And then we have the Seven of Cups, two swords, and then the Page of Wands. Okay, let's slide these over a little bit. So here I am making a decision, right? Because I definitely feel like someone's coming in and they are offering you their cup. And I love that cup with the rose right there. I feel like that's their cup. And, I have to make a decision whether I'm going to accept it or not. Seven of Cups is a little confusing, little uncertainty. And I understand why, because what follows it is the Two Swords. And I could potentially be blocking this opportunity. Again, that's your free will. Like nobody wants you to do anything you don't want to do. But if you do want to do it, then you got to take that blindfold off. Because I feel like all issues need to be faced. I feel like all issues need to be worked through. And I definitely feel like you guys have the ability to do it because then follows the Page of Wands. My risk taker. My risk taker. And guess what? They don't all pay off. But this is someone who gets back up again. Maybe I learned, like, okay, I understand now why I fell, but I'm going to get back up again. I'm going to give it another chance. I'm going to give it another shot. This person doesn't stay down for long. So I feel like it's saying to you, are you going to take a chance? Well, we're going to go below, and I feel like we'll figure that out. Six of Swords. Okay. To me, this is a great energy because the Six of Swords is mirroring the Four of Swords. The Six of Swords, you have to go back one card and think about what am I leaving, right? Why am I in the ship? Where am I heading? Um, Six of Swords means that you dealt with some toxicity. And again, because this is a love reading, probably in love. But this is putting that toxicity it's like first I realize it, I understand it, and then I put it behind me. Six of Swords also talks about, temporary choppy waters, but the promise of calmer seas, like just need to get through the choppiness and then the waters will be fine. You know, you're healing whatever was toxic. Spirit, divine, is helping to heal it. And then this is movement. I have to be honest, I feel like that is telling me that you're saying yes. We have the Queen of Cups. Can be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But I feel like, this is the perfect queen to come out right now because it's under the marriage card, but judgment above the marriage card. Again, it doesn't have to be marriage, just say commitment. But when I say commitment, I mean commitment because I love you. Commitment because now I know I don't want to live my life without you. You know, true commitment. And this queen would be the perfect queen to accept that. Because this queen is someone who really does truly appreciate relationships. That special person. Not that we all don't, but, she is much more emotional, loving. But man, you hurt her. And she can be the opposite. And she probably was the opposite for a while. You were probably in reverse for a while, but you're showing in the upright. So to me, I feel like the queen is willing and wants to accept the cup. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Or, I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands. And by the way, this is coming over or under um, the energy they're currently thinking of taking. Knight of Wands. That's fast moving energy. Knight of Wands means it's coming in towards you. It's full of passion, desire. I mean, how could it not be? Especially with what lies before it, even what lies after it. This can be like feeling swept off your feet. It can be something that happens like something you never even expect, but yet, boom, then it happens. I know that energy. Well, hello, Knight of Cups. Wow. Unexpected couple fulfillment. Two knights. Knight of Wands. Passion. Desire. Literally, I feel like this person is saying, and maybe even telepathically, like, my desire for you is off the charts. And I don't even mean sexually, I mean, like, just my desire to have you in my life and to hold you and all that. and then the Knight of Cups. And it is an unexpected cup of fulfillment. And it's coming over your view of them. So it tells me you do want them to come in. Even though there's a little fear, a little uncertainty, maybe I'm just going to take a chance anyway. Because again, healing is available, and when I say available, it means you can ask your guides to help you heal, like whatever is still you feel still broken within you. Help me have clarity. Help me know if this is the right direction to go. I feel like your guides are like, yes, yes, yes. Unexpected cup. Well, I feel of love. And by the way, no wonder I saw that rose in that cup because I feel like that's their cup. We have the death card of Scorpio, transformation. That's the meaning of the card, transformation, coming over the Three of Swords. It talks about the closing of doors so that a new door can open. You have two energies here that talk about a rebirth. You have the wheel, which talks about destiny. You have this person in the energy of hope, and then you have actual commitment and love of a lifetime, by the way. And then you have the action and the movement. And I feel like this is saying the last thing we need to do is close the door to the past so that this can come in and, yes, a discussion has to be had. But I definitely feel like, and then we got to let it go, let it be, and start rebuilding our lives and think about our foundation this time. I do feel like some of you were together when you were younger. And I feel like, just because I feel like there were like days of partying and all that. And, eventually it may have come between you. Like maybe one didn't want to stop partying and the other one did. The other one's like, okay, we need to start thinking about, you know, building a life. And the other one's like, but I'm not ready to get that serious yet, type of energy. Whatever it may be, it is transformation. Oh my God. And then look at this, the Four of Wands. So their current view of you is the Four of Wands. And now we have the Four of Wands right after the Death card, right after the closing of a door. Sometimes we can't believe it could be this way, but I know it can be that way. And I know it because of my own experiences. Someone may have also needed to cut ties with someone else. And I feel like they definitely did. Or it could be you, it could be both. But I don't feel anyone is coming into this reading like attached to another. And if they are attached, I don't feel like it's going to stay that way because I feel like you belong, like you own their heart. Like their heart is yours. Hmm. I mean, look at the beautiful energy right here. And even the beautiful energy here. Can we put the past in the past? Can we rebuild this connection? And can we make sure our foundation is as strong as possible? How can we do that? Open communication. It doesn't mean that two people won't ever fight again. I mean, Sam and I literally just had a fight. Doesn't mean the two people won't fight again, but what it means is you can have a fight without knowing, with knowing that doesn't mean the end. You know what I mean? It's just two human beings. Wow. I mean, I really just feel like I feel the soulmate energy so clearly. I feel like I gotta look at the bottom of the deck. Well, I was just thinking maybe the soulmates are on the bottom deck, but I'll take the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, I guess being a Virgo is one of my favorite cards because it's a house of abundance. It is a house of loyalty. It's energy that can truly take root. Maybe the two of you are collaborating. Maybe the two of you will collaborate. Some of you could be working from home. It's interesting because I get this feeling like where there could be potential collaboration between two. But the one thing I want to say is I feel like this could potentially be blending of families also. Like you could have kids, they could have kids, and our family now we have a blended family. And the chariot right under that. Unlimited potential. Once that balance is found. All right. Let's take Mother Mary over this and let's get her words of wisdom. It just feels like everything is changing, Gemini. It feels like everything is changing. And I also want to say, because I feel so strongly that this person feels so strongly, let's just say, now, I always feel like if there's someone that's on my heart, like why don't like I can pick up the phone too. I can start like a casual conversation and see where it goes. But as I say that, I feel like that is their plan with you. It's interesting because it's almost like you're going to feel it with the Knight of Wands here. You're going to feel their energy. Maybe you're going to feel it coming closer and closer and closer to you. And then it moves right into that Knight of Cups, the cup of fulfillment. Oh, it's a coming. And then in that Three of Swords, if we are able to allow that to heal, which your spiritual team is right there, not just for them, but for both of you, close that door and look what opens. Because remember, the death card does speak about closing of doors, but another door will always open. This is the door that opens. The marriage card, that commitment card. By the way, they do have a child there, so I wouldn't be surprised if some have blended families that could speak about like for some a longer time period in between. It was 40 years between Sam and I. Not age wise, I mean like when we first met, first dated, broke up, and then 40 years later, he reached out, made a phone call, and now we're in union. So, you just never know. And I tell you that story so much because literally I never expected that call. And when that call came in, it changed everything. I mean, we were on the phone from that point because we lived in different states every night for hours. And the day that he called was I remember the day I was so down. I was feeling lonely, which is not really something I normally feel. Um, and then lo and behold, ring, ring. Wow. And we were in different states. We have family. I pray for my family and give this situation over to God for answers, support, and healing. Well, the healing has showed. I feel like there's something else that wants to come out. Oh my gosh. Well, I can't help but look at the marriage card. And I'm saying the marriage card, well, it says marriage card, but you literally have the marriage card here twice. Twice. You have it on your side and you have it on their side. And that is their current view of you. I don't know, like, I don't know if there is a better view. You know what I mean? I just don't know. All right, we have mother. I open my heart to my mother's humanness and her divinity. Some may have your mother as a guide, and who better to help guide you than a mother figure? Blessings. Today, I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. Blessings. Mercy. I mean, Mother Mary had a lot of messages. I am kind and thoughtful towards myself and others. Mercy. This could say, have mercy on their soul. You know what I mean? If you want, if you so choose. I can't see you not choosing it, but of course, that's your right. Compassion. I have a feeling that's going to be important. I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. And then look at this. 3 times we get the marriage card. 3 times. I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, myself, and my partner. I make a commitment. 3 cards talk about commitment, but really of the highest. Yes, sometimes we break up with people, sometimes things come in between, but that doesn't always mean that that's the end. Sometimes it is the end, but listen, sometimes maybe it's meant to be the end, because maybe something else is opening up. And I often feel for soulmates, even twin flames, like it's important to understand that as a spiritual being, your soul didn't come here just to learn about love. Yes, I mean, love should be in all areas of your life, but there's other things that your soul wanted to accomplish. So sometimes I feel like when two people break up, it's because they have their own things that they need to do, like that their soul wants to accomplish. And as a human being, we may not understand that completely. But the more that we go with the flow, the more we trust within our spiritual team and understand that the signs are being sent. I mean, do I think marriage being here 3 times is a sign? I do. Not only that, but then you also have the wheel, destiny, that compassion is going to be important. Blessings right there by the wheel. Okay, Gemini, I'm like taking this way too long, but wow. Um, I mean, I feel like someone's going to get down on their knee and propose. I feel like that's how strong the love is. And yes, something has gone wrong. Something went wrong. Um, but I feel like in your heart of hearts, if like, someone is like comes back into your life, have your energy cleared. That's another reason why I don't want to wear blindfolds. I want my eyes wide open, right? I want to face everything as it comes to me. I don't want to put it off and put it off. Eyes wide open, heart wide open. And then, that's just because your heart's open doesn't mean that you're just going to allow anybody to trample upon it. That's not what I mean. But part of our soul journey is to learn how to have an open heart, how to care for oneself, their fellow man, and their family. All right, I'm going to let that be. Wow, Gemini. Hmm. Um, I can't wait to read your comments. I can't wait to see how this resonates with you. Again, for those who were in a relationship with someone as a narcissist, abusive, this is not them. You know what I mean? This is someone who's got real love in their heart. I definitely feel that, like, real love in their heart. And I don't feel, I feel like, yes, things came in between us, but I don't feel it was abusive or we're talking about a narcissist. First of all, a narcissist wouldn't carry this energy. They would just, like, they just wouldn't carry this energy. And I don't know why I'm even harping on that. Um, I feel like if you know yourself, you'll know, or if you trust your intuition, you'll know what's right for you here. But man, three marriage cards, the wheel, the cup, the Knight of Cups, unexpected couple fulfillment. It's on its way. You just got to decide if you're going to take that blindfold off, if you're going to block it, or you're just going to be open. And if you're going to be open, listen, as a page, I say this a lot, but just put your toes in the water and see where it goes. All right. I love you guys. Thank you. I was going to go live today, and then I don't know. It's just feeling like I don't have enough energy today to go, because when I go live, I usually go live for like 4 to 6 hours. And it does, like, zap my energy. So today didn't feel like the right day, so I'll probably go live tomorrow. Um, it's funny because last week I went live on Friday thinking it was Saturday. And then I was going to go live today, but I'm going to do it on Saturday. I don't know. Just figuring things out in my mind. Anyways, Gemini, I love you. I thank you. I'll either see you at the lives tomorrow or I'll see you next time at our table. Bye bye.